Hey guys, thanks for clicking. Andrew Ellis with Birtola, Garmyn, How Does It Realty. Wanted to share with you a really quick example of what an experienced team like ours can do for you if you're thinking about getting into the real estate market. Not that long ago, we listed a property on River Woods Drive for a great couple, Brandon and Renee. They were previously listed for just under 100 days with a separate office. They were a little bit confused as to why their home hadn't sold. They had actually said that they felt their agent did a pretty good job. There was quite a bit of activity and quite a few showings. But they got into this almost never-ending cycle of cleaning their home, showing their home, hoping for some good feedback, not getting anything, and then repeating that over and over again. Understandably, they got pretty frustrated at that, pulled their home off the market. We got in touch with them not that long after that, but it took a couple of months before we went out to see if we could give them some answers as to maybe why it hadn't been successful for them. We asked them about feedback from buyers that had been through their home. We asked some details on what the other agent had done, and we asked just what their basic thoughts were on the process. Before we went out, we actually looked at the price, of course, like we always do, and we felt what the price that it was previously listed at was actually pretty accurate. And in looking at the home, it's a gorgeous home and it was very well kept. So we sat down and got a little bit deeper with them as to what we thought might help. As you can see, gorgeous home. You'll also see down there on the ground level, there is a door in between the two garages. Originally, the lockbox was placed on that door, which would mean that most of the time buyers would walk through that door into the home. That led to kind of a tight, almost awkward space just in between the garages, so not the best first impression, although convenient for the location of the lockbox. We put the lockbox up that staircase there on the right, which led to their actual front door. And as you'll see here, that door led to a nice open great room with actually a really cool stone fireplace. So a much better first impression, but again, nothing genius there, just moving a lockbox. A few of the other things that we did, it was previously listed at $305,000. And like I said, that seemed pretty fair. It seemed like a good price. We did, however, drop the price to $300,000 even. The only reason for that is purely a marketing tactic. People these days search online for a home. They'll scroll their mouse over, they'll click on a drop-down menu, and they'll get prices they can look at, usually in $50,000 increments, sometimes $25,000. But this made it so people that were looking for homes from $2 to maybe $250 up to $3 would see the home. And then people looking from $3 to maybe $350 or $4 would see the home. And obviously everybody in the middle would also see the home. Another quick thing we did, there was a couple of spaces in the home, admittedly, by Brandon and Renee, that were a little bit awkward. That just maybe didn't appeal to everybody. They originally kept those things pretty close to the chest and didn't really show them. And so when people would come out to the home, they kind of hoped that they would fall in love with the home and then kind of overlook those things that were a little bit different. We took the opposite approach. We even put some pictures of those spaces. There were some areas that had quite a few stairs. The master bathroom had some things that was a little bit quirky as well. We put those pictures in the listing. I put some information about those spaces in the agent remarks that only the agents can see, not the public, so that when agents called for showings, they would ask me about those spaces and I'd give them all the information I could, so that when buyers came out, they weren't surprised by those things. None of those things are all that amazing, but it does pay to give things a little bit of extra thought. It does pay to have a little bit more creativity, and it certainly does wonders to have an experienced team behind you just to take these small things and tweak them. Within 6 days, they got a full price offer, and they were able to move on to the next chapter of their life. Real estate itself inherently brings a little bit of stress to people. So they were able to quickly move past that and move on to their next chapter, and they were thrilled by that. If you're thinking about getting into the real estate market on any level, we'd love to see if what we do fits what you need. We'd love to see if the experience that we have of 1,000 transactions under our belt can help as well. Thanks so much.